all we measure is what happens in a game. Goals, assists, like you said, penalty minutes, plus minus for whatever that's worth. The kids that don't show up on that score sheet, they don't know how they're doing. They don't have any data. And if the coaches aren't providing feedback, they don't know. So, what we've tried to do is create a way for coaches to reward, some of the coaches mentioned it throughout the conference here, but reward effort. Like, great job, great penalty kill today. Like, you're a fourth line grinder, but man, you're the best player on the ice today. So how do you tell a kid that's, not the money kid, but is the real try hard kid, that they're doing well, pump them up, they'll do better, they'll stick with the game, they'll enjoy it more. So I think, what technology is able to do through a simple thing like a little app is like feed that information to that child, let them know that the coach is looking at them and that what they're doing is valuable. There's also, of course, a corrective, you can instruct and you can motivate through that mechanism. But, to have that ability to deliver even that kind of information to a youth athlete is, we think it's a huge opportunity to help kids enjoy the game more, stay with the game more, and benefit from that.
Ryan, what do you think?
I think the issue with data is that a lot of people, some players, to his point, they feel like it's going to be used against them, right? So a lot of times data is viewed as either an accepted method of collecting information to prop up athletes, which it should be. Some players, depending on what you're using, it could be heart rate information or video analysis or statistics. They feel like it's going to be used against them. They're not going to play as many minutes. They're not going to be on the PowerPlayer or PK or what have you. So I think it's a matter of finding the right balance. Always be communicative and showing players information that you have instead of using against them. Use it to teach them and create an avenue where they feel comfortable with that information. Because once you close that opportunity off, and I worked in the NHL for a few years too, if players don't trust you and they think they're going to use that information against you, they're going to shut down. Not only is you collecting information on them, but also as a player itself. They're not going to want to respond to how you're handling their situations.
That's great. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, and then also with CoachThem, we work with a lot of associations, and a lot of coaches kind of hide also, right? You got the players on the ice, but a lot of coaches kind of, like I said, wing it before. With us, we ended up we were able to track every time a coach logs on and every time a coach designs a drill and every time a coach designs a practice. So with us, if the association signs up, they're able to see the association head or somebody that's helping improve the coaches and maybe somebody in charge of the director of coaching. He's able to see exactly what's going on, how many plans and drills are being created, and he's able to help them. He's able to reach out to them and say, hey, why aren't you logging on? Because we found that the people that are not utilizing our system are the coaches that are just winging it in practice and are not planning.
Yeah.
If I can just pick up too. When I was in high school, I thought my teachers were using my data against me. It wasn't good data, okay? But I had other attributes, okay? And so I'm a reasonably successful taxpayer, in spite of all that. So as an athlete, you may be deficient. I may not be the greatest skater in the world, but maybe I'm the most competitive bad skater you ever saw in your life, and I can compensate for that. So, can we find a way to help kids understand that not everybody's going to be Connor McDavid, right? But maybe you've got something else. Can we help them understand themselves better and realize that there's a lot of ways to become a good hockey player, a good person?